kind of the secret to life, don't you think?
It sure is. I think so.
Welcome back to Making It. Have you ever wanted to start your own business but feel you just don't have enough money?
It is possible to create a strong, thriving, healthy business on an anemic budget if you turn to your community for help.
Earlier, we looked at one entrepreneur who operated in a type of village, a farmer's market. Another place to run a business is in a mercado, or marketplace setting.
That was the idea of a nonprofit group called the Esperanza Community Housing Organization. They realized area merchants of South Central Los Angeles had no place to gather and sell their wares.
Startup capital was also a problem for many of the low-income residents, so the group came up with the idea of the Mercado La Paloma. It took 6 years of research to find the right location and to finance and build the nearly $8 million project. Celebrating their one-year anniversary, the Mercado La Paloma houses 9 vendors, which include a locksmith, bookstore, flower shop, handcrafted jewelry, and various restaurants.
Our food is it's a Yucatecan food. It's a southeast of Mexico food. We carry food of the peninsula of Yucatan, Mexico. That is a mix of Mayan food, Spanish food, and Lebanese food.
Hecho de alma means made from the soul, and originally I was going to use it for a jewelry line because I wanted to show something that was made from the soul, but it ended up working out really well for the store because we support 30 local artists, and majority of artists all create from their inner soul. So it really gave meaning to everything because everything in the store is all handmade.
Both Lisa from Hecho de Alma and Elisa Garcia of IMAX Books participated in conferences and festivals to sell their products. Finally, they have been able to lay a permanent foundation for their businesses.
Oh, it's a good feeling because it allows me, to the customer base that I already built, it allows me one location where they can come, have set hours. They can call me, not at my house, at my business. And it opens me up to just people that necessarily wouldn't be at those targeted conferences and stuff. It opens up my market.
I found out from my friend. Actually, he's the original owner of Cathy Thai, and his wife got so sick, so they cannot do the business anymore. So he told me to take over the business from him. And I didn't have to put a lot of money, out of my pocket. And because Mercado, loaned us the money to pay some of the equipment and all that. And, that's a good opportunity there.
John Lindsay from Pasadena Pedal Pushers already had 2 business locations when he read about the Mercado in a newspaper article.
Choice for the Mercado was probably based on the fact that it was in the inner city and the proximity to USC. And the proximity to the DMV. We're right next to the DMV. And hopefully that, there would be a sufficient amount of foot traffic to support my business.
Gilberto Cetina moved his catering business of 16 years from Orange County to open a restaurant at the Mercado.
Because it's a lot more people, and also I always wish to open a restaurant. And we got the opportunity here to do it.
We have the businesses, and the challenge now is make this work. So we're going definitely through the growing pains of any business, that any business go through. We have a moral responsibility for all these businesses to make it, and the vendors and Esperanza, we're working together to make that happen.
The hardest part is labor, to get good people to work with you, to get the people involved in the business. That I think is the worst part of this business.
Challenging is being a new business owner and really trying to find capital because it's really hard. There's a very big gap from being a first year in business to 3 years in business. And I really would like to see maybe an organization that can really be the liaison between that to help people get off and to be able to continue on with their business to make it to those 3 years.
And the most common sentiment from all the vendors?
I want to see a lot more people here. I think the thing is we need more advertisement, marketing. I wish to see a lot more people here.
Despite the lack of enormous foot traffic, all of the business owners seem to be enjoying the experience.
I myself, I live in the community. I was raised here for past 20, 25 years. I went to the school. So for us, it's a big change because a lot of people don't do business in South Central, or they don't focus on the economic development of the community. And so this is a space that's going to change that mentality, and hopefully within the next 20 years, people will tend to want to be here more than go outside of the inner city.
Looking ahead, we asked the business owners what they hoped for the future.
Several more locations where I am not so much involved in the day-to-day operations, but where I have key people doing the day-to-day management and hands-on activities of the business.
The next step for me is just really to establish myself here at the Mercado, do more marketing, more publicity, and reach out to the community here, the schools in the area. We have an adult school in the area. So just establish myself here. I would like to stay here probably for 3 or 4 years and then eventually have my own store.
And we asked the veteran business owners for some words of wisdom.
Work hard. They have to work very hard if they want to be success especially in restaurant business.
Just sheer drive and determination. Just really determined to make it happen no matter what.
You want to do some business with them, and you want to know where it is. You know where the DMV building is, that big building over there by USC? That's where it is.
Esperanza rallied together a total of 200 organizations to fund the project, including numerous banks and government programs. The biggest challenge facing them now is to create an affordable marketing plan to increase that foot traffic.
Well, up next on Making It, another type of business village, an incubator. Our studio guest will have details on how you can participate when we come back on Making It in just a minute. Stay with us.
If you'd like to reach the entrepreneurs on today's show, you can call Marlene Myrie at Flavor Restaurant and Catering. Her number is 323-292-2399. Or you can contact Elizabeth Arevalo at Mercado La Paloma. That number is 213-748-1963. And now let's join Larry with our studio guest, the Reverend Mark Whitlock.
All right, thank you very much, Lynette. He's no stranger to Making It. Reverend Whitlock has been here before. He's the executive director of the famed Renaissance Center. He's here today to talk about their latest project. It is what is called an incubator designed to nurture and develop small businesses. Mark, welcome back to Making It again.
Thank you, Larry.
Good to have you with us. All right, tell us about the services that famed Renaissance provides.
We're excited. This year we celebrate our 10th year of business.
Has it been 10 years?
It is.
Yeah.
And you know, we're in the business of venture capital, loans, and our newest program is our business incubator. We're excited about opening up a 54,000 square foot business incubator providing services to all of the business community.
Okay. Tell us in some detail what an incubator is.
It's just like a baby. If a baby's born prematurely, you put a baby into an incubator. Baby rests there till the baby's healthy enough to survive on its own. We take small businesses, and I love the analogy earlier, it takes a village to raise a business. It does. And so we take a small business, place that business in the business incubator 3 to 5 years. It hatches and is able to stand on its own.
Okay. Now, what are the benefits? Why would somebody want to start there in the incubator rather than simply opening their own business?
Let's take a look at the statistics. SBA says a business has a 95% chance of failing within 5 years.
Okay.
The University of Kentucky, supported by USC, would say that a business has an 85% chance of succeeding in a business incubator. Why? There's a whole village there. You have all of the church to support you at First Day of Me Church. You also have business loans, venture capital, experts in business to come in and nurture that business to help that business grow.
How do you determine whether or not it's a viable idea when they come in?
Business plan, business ethic. We take a look at the business person's eyes. We judge the character. If that person understands that it means working from can't see in the morning to can't see at night, 7 days a week, making sure that you get the bills paid on time, if you're willing to be coached, that determines how you get in our business incubator.
At what point do you determine when the business is ready to leave the old incubator and go out on their own?
It's a tough call, isn't it? Yeah. Most businesses should be willing to leave the incubator when they find themselves successful, when they find themselves able to stand on their own feet. We're hoping it would be between 3 and 5 years.
Now, do you have a certain type of business that you are targeting for the incubator, any one particular kind or one or two particular kinds?
You know, we have probably one of the best innovations in South Central Los Angeles, Adams Normandy corridor. We have 5 T1 lines. We have fiber optics in the building. We have all types of cable in the building. We're able to help multimedia companies as well as service companies.
So the answer is no one type, a number of different types of companies.
You hit it on the nose. We're looking for somebody who wants to succeed. That's the first thing that we're looking for.
Size?
Size, it depends. We like to have a business in there, one that's been in business over a year. But you can take a startup. We'll have our spaces rent anywhere from $175 a month up to as much as $1,600 a month.
Okay. Now, what type of experience does somebody need in their business, whatever kind it is, to be eligible to be a part of the incubator?
Most of us, come out of a corporate job, come out of school. We would like you to be in business for about a year. We'd like you to, but if you don't, okay. If you've been in business for a year, then you have some idea of your product, your service, and what it takes to manage the cash flow. We certainly can provide those services by way of coach, but if you don't have that, knock on our door anyway by giving us a call at Fame Renaissance.
Okay, suppose you're a big baby. And you've been around for a little while, but you still need that nourishment and that nurturing that the incubator gives you. Are those businesses welcome to come back in?
It's interesting. In our building now, we have Wells Fargo Bank that's in our building. We also have State Farm in our building, and as well as the new leaders are in our building. And we're excited about the fact that we have a new company coming in. So we got some pretty big businesses in the building already. But for a company that's got a fairly large staff, we have 1,000 square feet available for them. And if they need more space, we're able to accommodate their needs.
Okay. Now, financial assistance is something that every entrepreneur is yearning for, desperately needs. Tell us about the program that you have for that.
That's how we got started, Larry. And we thank Making It for always helping us. Over the last 10 years, we've been able to invest almost $10 million in minority business. We have venture capital funds. That means we'll make an investment in your business up to $1 million. We also have loan funds where we'll loan as low as $2,000 to as much as $500,000 in debt to your business. We're looking for people who probably wouldn't qualify for a bank loan from a traditional bank. In our venture capital fund, we manage those funds, so we are a committee of about 4 people that will invest that much money in your business. In the last 3 weeks or so, we've invested $2.5 million in 3 minority companies, and those companies are projected to do over $50 million in business.
Fame Renaissance is always dynamic.
Thank you, Larry.
Always on the go. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Nice to have you with us.
God bless you.
Going to tell you how you can get more information about the Fame Renaissance Center and Mark Whitlock right after this brief break. Stay with us.
Where small business is the big idea, Making It is being brought to you by members of the Hilton family of hotels. Brought to you by American Honda and Bank of America, embracing ingenuity.
Well, you can contact the Reverend Mark Whitlock, the Executive Director of the Fame Renaissance Center, at area code 323-730-9194.
And be sure to visit our website at www.makingittv.com. And there you can find a list of small business resources and a special offer for a Secrets of Success videotape.
Also on our website is information on how to get a free subscription to the magazine Minority Business Entrepreneur. And you know, we've had quite a conversation about the importance of the community that surrounds you. That can be the support that makes your business a success.
Absolutely, and reaching out and finding what's out there, it really makes you stronger, that unity.
We saw that with El Mercado and with Mama Flava,
Yeah.
and all the businesses featured today.
Yeah, very interesting, very powerful. That's our show for this week. I'm Lynette Romero.
And I'm Larry McCormick. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on another edition of Making It.
People really tend to get an impression when you're very young and you're Chicano or Latino that have a business, and it really gives them hope that you can really do things for yourself, and whether there's obstacles or not.